Cheche, after more than 40 minutes with Miriam Defensor Santiago on her 47th birthday, coinciding with the eruption of Mount Pinatubo, I have an immediate, what you might call, flashback to a French author who started the encyclopedia. His name was Diderot, and I will quote him in French. And he said, "Il y a que les passions, et surtout les grandes passions, qui puissent amener l'âme aux grandes choses." Translated into English, there is nothing but passions, and particularly the great passions which can bring the soul to great things. And I think of Miriam in that light, you see, when we were interviewing her for about 40 minutes. Now, you are a woman, Cheche, and I suppose you react in a different way to how I react to Miriam. How do you feel about this?
I think that this word passion is a word that is synonymous with Miriam.
Yes.
And she has always had this kind of a passion. From the first time I met her, well, after school, where we were in school together, but as a journalist. The first time we ever met her, she had this fire in her belly she had the crusading spirit.
I see.
And I think this is to be admired. I personally feel that there is room for a lot of Miriams or people like Miriam to bloom in this country. You need people like her who have this passion for righteousness, passion for truth, passion for democracy, passion for being able, as she quoted John Mill, to be able to speak your mind.
And she shakes everything up.
Yes, and why not? I think we all need a shakedown once in a while.
Especially the men?
Oh, sure, everybody. I think she brings to the fore the strength of women. Now, whether or not, as she herself said, she should keep quiet and just for the sake of peace, it's something which many people have argued about, and whether that is a sensible thing to do now, accept what is here and keep this country moving forward, is also debatable as we move forward in this, after the proclamation of Ramos. Do you think that she makes a difference?
Well, all I know is that Miriam is a mushroom cloud, no?
A mushroom cloud. What does that mean?
You mean a fireball that emerges during an atomic explosion. You hear that mushroom cloud over there?
Yes.
And she sort of reminds me of a mushroom cloud that keeps growing and growing and has a very hard time to dissipate, no?
What's the fallout of a mushroom cloud?
Oh, the fallout can be terrible if you don't watch out. And Miriam, I think, has a gift, not just for shaking things up, but for illuminating the horizon, whether for good or for bad or whatever. I think that every now and then people come out and come up for the purpose of shaking us all up. And Miriam is fulfilling that purpose.
Do you think she's overdoing it?
It's hard to say. There are times when, even as much as I admire Miriam, and she knows that I admire her, there are times when I feel like quoting Ecclesiastes to her and saying, "Miriam, there's a time to fight and there's time to cease fire." But it seems that cease fire is not in her vocabulary.
Well, I told you, fire in her belly is something which is associated with her. I think we need her in our society to shake us up, like you said. But like Ecclesiastes, maybe there is a time to calm down. But don't forget, you made an analogy about Pinatubo.
Yes, I did.
Pinatubo has threatened to keep erupting for the next 5 years. So there's no saying. And like many people have pointed out, Pinatubo has changed the landscape of this country.
Precisely, and so has Miriam. No? On that note, we will have to say good night, and we are very thankful, as a matter of fact, that we had Miriam on firing line on her 47th birthday, coinciding with the eruption on Mount Pinatubo. Glad to have you aboard, Cheche.
Thank you. I'm Cheche Lazaro. Thank you very much.
Teddy Benigno of the Philippine Star. Keep fighting.